Hello and welcome back to Glass Cannon. We're here attempting to take Lagater from the Western/Northern/someone Empire, and we are hopefully going to be able to achieve victory here. It shouldn't be too difficult because this is actually an ongoing siege that I joined midway through, or shall we say, almost as almost as if it was done, basically. Yes, so I'm pretty much wanting to get this out of the way because there is a very large army coming our way, and we really do need to make sure that we don't take too much damage in the process of taking this. Now, obviously saying that, it is going to be a little bit difficult to do that because apparently my forces are literally just getting murdered right here, so I'm going to have to do something about that. So let me actually just move my forces over here. Oh, please don't get shot. Please do not get shot. That would be not great. Yes, indeed. Anyway, let me see if I can maybe get a couple of... I don't even know whether I'm going to be able to get any ranged kills, to be honest. So maybe I should just go for a super fast increase here. And, oh, look at that. There is a siege tower. Okay, the siege tower has reached the walls, which is actually quite significant. And maybe we can... Oh, hello there. Okay, yes. Let's maybe be a little bit cautious. Okay. Let me just hit my own siege tower. Ah, that sounds good to me, doesn't it? Okay, wait, no. Yes. Okay, I have lived. Yes, I have lived very, very precariously. And now we just need to be careful about any enemies coming. Yep, hello there. You wanted to attack? That will not do, sir. Well, that will do now. Yes, that will do now. All right, so let's just speed things up real fast. Get this out of the way, as I said before, because as I also said, there's a massive army very, very close to us right now, and I would love to be able to see whether they actually attempt to attack us. Because Aldrich was attempting to take this, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go in there and help him out. I don't know whether I've actually helped him or whether I've hindered him, to be honest, because it feels like that I have lost, well, many, many units in the process. Obviously, that is actually not the case because most of my people were knocked unconscious, but still, it feels as though I have lost many, many people. Anyway, there you are. Aldrich was reasonably pleased with my assistance, I suppose, and we're going to be letting all these troops go to him because he will, of course, be rescuing them and adding them to his various parties that he has in his army. So hopefully that's going to be nice for him. And otherwise, we're just going to exit here. Lagater is, of course, one of the larger towns within the Empire, and in my opinion, this is just a general good thing to do anyway, even if we do get ourselves a little bit of trouble coming in from that very large offensive force. But bear in mind, that offensive force doesn't seem to be coming over here. That's a very confusing state of affairs. I really wouldn't have imagined that this army would just give up. I would have thought that they would immediately come over here and try to take it back. But maybe they know. Maybe they know something's going on, and maybe they know that we don't really give up where many others have before their wonderful strength, because they do have a lot of strength in their army right there. They have, I think, 1,300 or something like that, which is actually pretty crazy. Anyway, there we are. We now have the ability to choose the owner of Lagater, and I think that's going to be far on, because he is the only Empire vassal that we can currently nominate, shall we say. So let us do that, and that will mean that the loyalty of the fief is going to be secured. At least I hope so. And I'm very confused about where that army is, to be honest. I literally came from over here, over from the sort of slight bit to the north, and they were right on top of me, basically. So I thought to myself, okay, they're going to be very, very soon coming in and attempting to launch a counterattack of some kind, but apparently not. Anyway, Ortysia is just down there, and I'm thinking maybe we will take Ortysia. Let's just go down there. Oh, there's only 17... That's actually hilarious. Only 17 defenders in Lagater. I'm a little bit dubious. Oh no, 64 now. Alright, that's a little bit better. But I'm a bit dubious about leaving it alone, to be honest, because if I leave it and then that large army comes in out of nowhere, then I'm going to be kicking myself, because I would have very much liked to have defended this area from them, if at all possible, because the best time to maintain control of territory is when you can also eliminate an enemy army. It's like, you know, two birds with one stone kind of thing. Anyway, 400 units here in Ortysia's garrison. We might have a good opportunity, not entirely sure. We almost have 300 in trade skill as well, by the way, but saying that, I'm not entirely sure whether I'm actually even going to be using Everything Has a Price, because there's been a little bit of debate whether the whole persuasion system / trading settlements and things like that is, should we say, difficult enough, because obviously, you know, we're trying to make things a little bit more challenging in this series, and I'm not sure. Not sure if we're going to do that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how much they actually want, because if we deem it necessary, we can of course pay them more. You know, we can of course pay them more, and we can try to, you know, do something along those lines where it's the same sort of thing with the persuasion system that we've done. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to bombard the walls here. I might be left alone long enough for me to be able to do that. And I don't know. I feel like Ortysia is actually in a pretty decent strategic location. Oh, hello. Okay, apparently a very large army, Aradwia's army, was defeated just now. So that might be problematic. And a trebuchet was just destroyed because I was looking at the messages. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Okay, gonna have to build another one over there. That is actually a huge waste of time, and that was a big mistake on my part. But it's okay. Hopefully we're going to be able to recover from it. The enemy has catapults, bear that in mind. Catapults are generally quite good at destroying trebuchets in comparison to ballistas. So we just need to keep an eye out for any of the potential armies that might be coming our way. Because this guy right here, Ammonon, he is fielding a very large force indeed. And no doubt he... Oh wow, we lost another army. Okay, this is not looking good. Let's just say that. This is not looking good. So you can see here, the combat strength is still in our favor, as you can see. And we also have the ability to receive 740 tribute per day. So if we want to, we can get paid by making peace. But I'm actually not sure whether that's even worth it at this point, because 740 is not really that big a deal if I can gain even more value. So if I can take Ortysia, for example, then that is probably going to be something that I will very much enjoy doing. I'm not sure if it's going to be doable, though, before that army comes up to us and says, "Hello there, do you mind?" They might very well do that, but we'll see. Can we get the walls down, though? That's the main thing here. Yeah, that's I think that might be that's a pretty, I don't know, that's an interesting design decision. I've always thought to myself, why does the developer of Bannerlord lock the camera whenever you're doing a siege? Why do they lock the camera? Because I can't move the camera right now with WASD like you would normally be able to, and I can just, you know, rotate it a little bit, and I can zoom out a very small amount, and so on and so forth. And you think, well, why do they lock it? Well, it must be because they are attempting to make it more difficult to see where enemies are coming from. And I think that actually increases the intensity and increases the tension that you might very well feel while attempting a siege, which I think is quite good. But I don't know. I was a little bit dubious about it initially, because I thought to myself, well, I'd like to be able to, you know, look around, and in a realistic fashion, you might assume that you have scouts, you know, and scouts are able to give you advanced warning if there is a, you know, an offensive force coming in from somewhere or another. Okay, so I'm actually now having to slaughter animals because I am very low on food. So what we're going to have to do is head on in here. A bit worried about this, but we have destroyed the walls, so it should be perfectly fine. We should be absolutely fine. Because we've seen in the past that, you know, destroying the walls generally has great results and, well, tends to prevent a lot of casualties on our side. But that doesn't mean that that's going to be the case this time. So we'll see what happens. I kind of want my forces just to charge in, so I'm actually just going to do that, to be honest. I am just going to do that. We're going to allow them to shoot however they want to shoot, And whenever they get into melee range, they can just take care of business with their two-handed swords. Because I think the main weakness that we tend to have is that we just don't have any shields. Like, no one of our units actually has a shield equipped, and as a result, we are extremely weak from range. And that's exactly the reason why having the walls down is an extremely positive boon to our chances of success. But obviously, with the advanced battle AI that we have seen so far, they're actually not bad even without shields, the enemy that is. So even if we are able to shoot them and everything, it is still a bit difficult, although these enemies are literally just allowing me to wail on them for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening, but I think generally the Bannerlord AI does tend to value getting from point A to point B over defending itself sometimes, which I think is fine. I don't think that's too bad, but it is a little bit silly when you are, you know, on the battlements. You know, you've seen me do that in the past in various series, where you're on the battlements and enemies are quite literally running right past you with their shields down, completely ignoring your presence, and you are just able to cut them down as easily as wheat to the scythe, basically. You know, that's kind of what's going on there. So it's a bit strange sometimes, but I think as a whole, the way that the AI defends with the realistic battle AI mod, I think it is actually really, really good, and it does give the impression that the AI is maybe a bit too good sometimes. And that's saying something. That is saying something. So, you know, that's a pretty significant increase in their fighting capabilities. And it is very impressive. Let's just say that. But obviously in those cases where you really just want 1 or 2 kills, I know, I've been there, you know, I've been in these sieges, and I thought to myself, oh, you know what, it would be really great if I could just, you know, kill these 2 or 3 enemies, and then I'd be able to shoot at the archers, and, you know, at this point, I'm basically almost dead. I mean, not right now, obviously, but I'm talking about hypothetically in that situation. And then I just can't kill anyone, because the realistic battle AI mod is just so good. But I guess that's the point. You know, it is trying to make it more difficult, which is obviously the whole deal. Anyway, we're going to be taking all the prisoners right there, and we gained a huge amount of level ups as well, which I'm very, very pleased about. And we are going to be showing mercy here as well. We're not going to be claiming the fief, even though I might be tempted to do so. And we now have to choose between these 3 people who Thoria's castle goes to. Okay, so this is indeed an Empire fief once again. So we have a choice between Penton and Faron. Personally, I really like Penton. I think he's really cool. But Faron's also really cool. I don't know. He's 59. Who's going to take over when he dies? It's probably going to be his daughter, Apoliti? Yes, okay. Don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on her name. Or it could be his spouse, actually. It could be his spouse. So I actually don't mind about that whatsoever. I think that they're probably both going to be really, really good. She has really good steward skill, actually. They don't have any combat skills, though. That makes me wonder whether they actually do go out and fight, or whether they are governors in their clan. We do have the son here, who is a fighter. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, because if we have a look at Faron now, you can see here Zeno. I'm not a big fan of him, to be honest. Yeah, Martyra is indeed a governor as well. Okay, I don't know. He's actually okay. You can see that. He actually has pretty decent traits. So I think I'm actually going to be giving this to Faron. I think Penton already has a pretty decent amount of stuff. Although I have given Lagater to Faron, so we might be putting way too many eggs in one basket. And that basket is named Faron, of course. Yes, it's a very catchy name indeed. Anyway, otherwise, we're going to be selling the prisoners. We'll go into the trade menu as well, because we really do need some extra food. So I'm just going to buy all of the food available here. I know. I'm basically causing a war of... well, not a war of attrition. I'm basically causing attrition here straight away. But I'm going to offset that by putting a little bit of money in the reserves here. And I'm just going to be selecting... oh, yeah, they should probably get some food? How do I increase food here? Oh, no. Okay, apparently I can't increase food here. So I'm actually going to go back in. And we're going to sell some food back to them, to be honest. We're going to sell some food back to them because I feel bad about it. So let me actually just... I'm just going to give them all the fish that I have. And then what we're going to do is I'm probably going to head into Azerite territory if I can. Because obviously these guys might try to stop me. I am thinking that we will try to do battle with them if at all possible. Come on, get him. Ah, phew. Okay, that was close. Alright, so we really want to take this guy out super fast, so I'm just going to go for a nice little auto-resolve right there, let him go, well, advance all of our people right there, and just move on really, really quickly, because what I wanted to do was defeat that guy, and then hope for a decent peace agreement. We have 800 tribute. That is not very good. Oh, wow, okay, we're going to give this to Faron as well, really? I'm not sure about this, to be honest. I'm not sure about this, but he does have 99 relation with us, so he might very well decide that he wants to, you know, remain in Barebones-topia. And I wouldn't blame him. It's a fantastic place to live, of course. I mean, I rule it, so I would say exactly that. Yes, it is the best place ever. Anyway, let me see what I can do about making peace here. Actually, can I even make peace while I'm in a siege defense? I don't think I can. No, I can't. Okay. I thought to myself, oh yes, you know, if these guys actually come in here, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but hopefully we will be able to defend Ortysia. Bear in mind, the walls are very, very damaged. They are actually not down. We have some walls up. The left wall is actually up, but they are 100% going to be building some trebuchets, and the trebuchets are most likely going to be able to get it down beforehand. All my trebuchets will actually, not my trebuchets, all my ballistas will actually destroy it before it takes it down. No, oh no, yes, I think it actually did it. I think it actually did it. Oh, never mind. Okay, the walls are down. Yeah, the walls are down. All right. Yeah, we might have some problems here. We might have some problems. Let's just take a quick look at the army's composition. It doesn't seem that bad. Is it just me? I'm seeing a bunch of elite cataphracts here. Manavliatons, obviously, they're going to be kind of difficult to deal with. We have some legionaries. Ooh, okay, yeah, that might be more problematic. But, as we have seen in the past, even if the walls are down, sometimes my forces are capable of achieving victory against all the odds. So let's see if we can actually make that happen this time around too. Anyway, let me get to the top here. I very much want to get on a ballista, to be honest. I would love to be able to get on a ballista because they are so fun to use. And I want to see where my units are stationed as well. That is definitely going to be a big thing, whether we achieve victory or not. Oh, okay, so we're not going to be stationed outside this time around. Okay, I thought that was a bit weird last time too. I thought that was a bit weird how we were stationed outside. But this time around we are not stationed outside, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult in my opinion, and we're going to be using the ballista, boom, to do massive damage. Oh yes, look at that. I love it, I love it. Especially getting on the ballista, super, super fun. Ugh, yes, except when you only kill one person with it. Let's just say that. And except when you get absolutely murdered by all of the enemies coming in. I'm going to have to shoot from all the way back here and then just hope that I can actually hit someone. Oh, nice! We actually did! Wow. Okay, that was complete luck in my opinion. Oh, he moved just at the last moment. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like I have to actually stay alive. And usually, I would think to myself, oh, you know what? I don't need to stay alive here. I can just mess around. I can try to get some cool kills, some funny kills, or something like that. You know, usually I would think like that. But how it is right now, I feel very precarious here. This is an extremely precarious situation, and if we are unable to defend this, I'm going to lose my entire army. So I would prefer if I actually survived, if at all possible. Hello there, sir. This is actually an enemy vassal. Okay, if you wouldn't mind helping me units in the area. Thank you. Oh, wow, he got murdered. That was really really efficient actually of our friends here. Oh, that was another vassal. Oh, all the vassals coming in. All the vassals coming in. All the vassals falling down. I love it. Perfect. I'm just going to basically stay around here and try to hit them when they come into the darkness, because their eyes are going to take a little bit longer to get used to the newfound lighting, or lack thereof, in many cases. Okay, yeah, was not anticipating actually getting hit by that overhead, because I thought to myself, I'm going to sidestep this and see what happens. I don't actually know whether we're going to achieve victory here. I think we might be able to. You can see the levels of our forces right here. So the enemy has 145 and counting. We have 125 and counting. It is becoming increasingly unlikely that we will achieve victory here, especially now that the auto-delegate has started to come in, and especially because my forces are quite literally just standing there. I really wish I would be able to issue orders while dead, but obviously that does not make sense and is kind of unrealistic. But you know, if only I had survived. If I had survived, I think we would probably have achieved victory here. Actually, we might still... No, I don't think so. I think this is indeed a defeat, which is actually kind of sad. Yeah, that is kind of sad. We did so much damage as well. Actually, wait a minute. Oh. We might actually be able to... No, I think they are actually starting to overwhelm us now. Okay, yeah, well, they had overwhelmed us a while ago, let's just face it, but, you know... I actually felt like the small contingent of units that are still remaining in the fight might have been able to do something here. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case, and boom, look at that. The final of our units has fallen, and I am a very sad person indeed now. Alright, so there you are. We have been captured. We are now imprisoned in Ortysia. And there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. I was actually very much hoping we'd be able to achieve victory here, but oh well, never mind. Can I actually make peace right now? No. But I am going to receive 1,700 tribute. That's actually hilarious. What? Why would we be receiving such a large amount? Okay, I have no idea. Anyway, well, considering I've been imprisoned and the defeat has happened, I suppose that is going to be it for this episode. And in the next one, we're going to be back on our feet, hopefully. We're going to be released from prison, hopefully, because it seems like they're going to be keeping me for a while. And I am also going to attempt to try and find all of our companions. It's not that bad with the diplomacy mod. Should be pretty easy just to send out a couple of messengers here and there. But otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.